Yo, what's poppin', guys? You got your boy Nandra here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, this is gonna be another stream highlight from my stream. This happened, I think, yesterday. So at the end of each stream, I guess now what I usually do is after I collect my chests, because I can usually collect my chests in about 3 hours, because it's during chest event. What I go ahead and do is I usually, if I still have like a daily quest I haven't done yet, I usually like pick some kind of meme deck for the daily deck or for the daily quest, and I just go ahead and like do it that way. So or also if people like ask me, okay, could you go ahead and like play this or whatever, I'll go ahead and like play it, and I'll be like what I end the stream on. So for yesterday's, my boy Kiri has been asking me for a while, oh, could you go ahead and could you play red ragewyrm? So for those of you who don't know, this is red ragewyrm. Really quickly, I'm going to find the deck. Alright, so this is red ragewyrm. It's a 3-mana 0/5, can attack, and then evolve. Destroy this, and then evolve it becomes a 10/10, and then it can attack, and then you destroy the spawner at the end of your turn. So basically, it's a giant cheese card. It's kind of like what if something like say Phage the Untouchable or whatever was actually like, it's very similar to Phage the Untouchable from MTG, with the exception of like it doesn't have like a you win the game clause or anything like that. But like in this case, when you take 10 to the face, when your opponent takes 10 to the face, you kind of just like win the game off that, right? So like there's some like slight similarities. Anyway, so this is a list that I came up with while I was like trying to figure it out, because like he asked me, how do you think people are going to react to red ragewyrm when you play it? Are they going to kill it? Are they going to ignore it? And even if you don't have an evo point, things like that. So that was a pretty good thought experiment that I wanted to see, just because like for me as a player, like I'm a very analytic player. Like I usually try to like get into people's minds, because like when you can understand what someone is going to do, you can be 4 steps ahead of them. If you're 4 steps ahead of them, how can they hope to win unless they have godly top decks, right? And that's quite literally how I get the majority of my wins. Yeah. So this is the deck. Like now initially, he's like, okay, just go ahead and just like play one ragewyrm. If it comes up, it comes up. But because it's the streamers or whatever, you know, no guts, no glory, and I played 3, right? So I have 3 games for you. Now these 3 games are pretty funny. Definitely take everything that's happening with you know, like some grains of salt, because like no one has ever seen the majesty that was red ragewyrm before, right? Like so like a lot of these people are not going to know how to react, and I'm also playing some people who make some interesting choices. Anyway, let's go and get right on into it. Alright, so let's versus Dragon. I actually, this is a matchup where I'm pretty sure the red ragewyrm will die, but will die to Roy. But if it, that was like fine with me. So like my game plan, if I didn't actually talk about it before, is to put red ragewyrm onto the board in spots where we have something else that's already terrifying on the board. Like for example, in this case, generally is going to be with the King of the Dragons, because like it's okay, here's a 5/5 and a 0/5. What are you going to kill? It's a very hard question. I don't think many people will answer it correctly, and that's what I'm going for here. Things to keep in mind while you're watching this video is I'm not going to like just like tempo out ragewyrm or anything so like that. Like when I meme, I try to meme responsibly. It's just like going for like straight up like highlight reel. If I get highlight reel, I get highlight reel. So here, he tempers like Dragon Summoner, or sorry, Dragoon Scyther, and I'm like the second he does that, I have to go ahead and like double check his rank. I'm like, oh, interesting. So this is a play that like I don't really see people doing that often. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't work. Like in the past, it used to be something that you did if you're going into your turn 5, so you could play it like a slow turn 5 card, or sorry, slow turn 4, turn 5 card, like for example Fervor, or like a 5-drop. So, but like right now in rotation, I'm not quite sure why he's doing that. So I'll go ahead and play out my Ella. I played out my Ella because if I play out my Ella here, it might give me the opportunity to temp out ragewyrm next turn. But he plays Force of Newt, and I'm like, damn, he got me. But that's fine. We just keep on moving. I pick up my Jerv, and I'm like, okay, cool, bet, awesome. So here I go and play up the Roy. I go and go for removal first. Now, one mistake I see people do a lot is that they go ahead and they get ramp every single time. No, if you have, and this is especially true if you have 2 Roys in hand. You want to grab you want to make the first one grab removal first, and then the second one grab ramp right afterwards. Or possibly just like grab double removal if you already have ramp in hand. The reason being is that like, in most matchups are very, very board based, and you're stuck adjusting the board while you can, unless you have like things that like they're just like directly ramping into. Like for example, if you say you have like double ramp into Canyon, or if you need like double ramp into Canyon because there's a Canyon that the dragons are already in your hand. But yeah, you know, go ahead and just like grab the dragon life and just, you know, slam down a Canyon on turn 4, turn 5 or something like that, and just be like, hi. Anyway, so here he plays his Isla, and I get a little bit salty because like he blew up my Isla to play his Isla. I'm like sad, but this is fine because as you see here, I'm eking out an advantage. Like I'm already several cards ahead of him. He's several cards ahead of me in ramp, but that doesn't matter because there's no fervor in this format. Like there's only Galua, so unless he finds that Galua, there's a strong chance I'll catch up in cards. So this turn I do take Dragon Life Blade because I do, again, like I said, I need to catch up on mana. So all I'm going to do here is I'll go ahead and make a value trade. Yeah, this is something else that I honestly people think about often, especially now with the advent of Jerva. You can make value trades. It's perfectly okay. Like if he's going to Blazing Brother, yeah, he'll Blazing Brother. I don't care about that much. Like no, any 2 creatures he plays out here, I can always clear them. Like, well, this is the best line because this line, it prevents him, well, it discourages him from wanting to play Canyon unless he's value trading back. If he's value trading back, sure, we'll take that any day of the week. That's amazing. Because we basically heal for 6, and well, sorry, we basically remove 6 instead of 4, and that's very, very powerful to me. Yeah, so here he plays this. I'm like, okay, cool, yep. I see him, and just like that, yep. Because I'm in their minds, dog. I'm just in their minds. Anyway, so here he plays Canyon. I respond my own Canyon. This Canyon top deck was goblet, by the way. It had to happen, otherwise I was going to lose with the hand that I had. So here he gets to heal. He goes back up to 20. He then plays a Vowed Strike here. I'm like, damn, son. All right. He then gets his own. He then gets a second dragon. I'm like, okay, cool. So thankfully for me, I can actually kill both dragons. This is actually very, very rare for this to happen. But this is why we take Dragon Strike Blade. Dragon Strike Blade is amazing versus Canyon of the Dragons. 2 mana, kill your 6-drop. Because dragons are valued at 5 or 6 mana. So I'll go ahead and trade here. And then lastly, I'll go ahead and tap out the red ragewyrm. So I'm like, okay, we're here, let's do it. Because in my hand right now, I can technically kill him next. Well, not next turn, but over the course of 3 turns. Next turn, if this lives, I just evolve it, smash it face, play Zeus as well, drop him down to 5, play Jerva the turn after that, or possibly even play Jerva first. But if I play Jerva first, like that requires me to make some trades, which is why I want to do red ragewyrm first, just this way I can be like, yeah, I hit you in the face. I've never actually seen this card's attack animation, so I, just like the rest of you, would like to see that. But here, he responds with the second Canyon of the Dragon, and then a Scythe there. I'm like, yo, calm down, B, calm down. So here, there's a little bit too much pressure in play, so I have to be respectful. Again, meme responsibly. So all I'm gonna do is I'll just gonna slam down my Jerva. This is why I didn't mind taking damage in the first place. Like I know for a fact he cannot kill me with any one card other than Limworm. Like it has to be multiple cards at once, and I have too much pressure here. Like I have 2 dragons, but the best part is that I can kill all of his dragons for free every time because I have Limworm, or sorry, because I have Jerva in play. So here, he plays out the young Zarnicha. I'm like, yo, are you kidding me right now? But now I'm like, okay, how is he going to react to this? Because technically, like, clearing off the Spy Hive is the safest line, right? It's the safest line, but nope, he doesn't want to get memes, so he goes and he clears it off. And this is, like, surprising to me, because, like, these dragons, they're already terrifying. However, that was the line that he took was still the incorrect line. The reason why is because, like, if I did have 4 dragons in my hand plus Frenzy Drake, or if I did have 4 dragon cards in my hand plus Frenzy Drake, you lost the game. You straight up lost the game because I don't have to evolve. I kill 3 of your cards then kill the 4th one during the end phase. Oh, and you take 5 damage in the process. But he's lucky as hell, because as always, I somehow have a neutral in my hand of some sort to block my Frenzy Drake clear. That's fine. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll go ahead and go for the Frenzy Drake anyway. Yep, I kill 3 dragons. Or sorry, I go ahead and evolve the trade. And this gets rid of the last dragon. So now I have a 9/5 versus his few cards in play. But here he responds to the Dragon Strike Blade he got from Roy, so this is really, really good. And then plays his 3rd canyon. That's his 3rd canyon, boys. 3rd canyon. Insane, right? Insane. Anyway, here I accidentally mess up. At least I think it's this turn that I mess up. I don't remember. No, okay, cool. I just go ahead and play Zeus. So Zeus is really nice under Jerva because it gets to kill 2 creatures. So keep in mind, by the way, boys, I've actually cleared off, I think it's like 2 different canyons of the dragons. Let's go ahead and check the quick replay thing, see how many dragons we've killed. Yep, I've literally now dealt with 2.5 canyons of the dragon. So here he has to go Zeus to trade into my Zeus to get a dragon that's going to die for free. So see, these are the turns that you like the most when you're playing Jerva, because these turns let you do whatever you want, because you know that, oh, well, I'm effectively getting a free extra effect, so I can use my mana however I want. So this is a turn where you want to try to repopulate onto the board, refill your hand if you can. So here I play Dragon Summoner first. You always play Dragon Summoner first. This way, when you draw the card off of Oracle, you get better card selection. Generally, in this game, when you can, you want to search first, then draw first. So here I'll go ahead and play up the Young Oracle. Pick up Scyther. The Scyther's amazing. I go ahead and play Elder Tortoise. Then I play up my Ella as well. Like, so right now, like, I just want to get as aggressive onto the board as possible. Like, I want to make him feel like he has the AoE. Because he should have the AoE. But here, he plays up the Young Grimnir. I'm like, oh my god, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why do you have that? Anyway. So here, we pick up another Ragewyrm. I'm like, I could technically play this out here, right? And it'd be really, really good. But I don't want to. I really, really don't want to. Because if I play it out here, he'll probably force me to either evolve, or he'll probably kill it with the Zeus. If he kills it with the Zeus, that basically makes me like lose the game. So all I'll go ahead and do here instead is, ideally you want to play out the Frenzy Drake, because Frenzy Drake is amazing. However, I like accidentally fat finger and my fingers slip, and I accidentally play at Jerva instead. Now here, once I play at the Jerva instead, like, I'm still trying my best to put myself in a spot where I can go ahead and like meme it up for you guys. So I actually do not Evo, even though using the Evo is the correct line. I actually do not do it, because now I'm at the part of the game where I'm like, well, I can win as long as I win this 50-50. If I win this 50-50, then I can still get to hold into my Evo for the red Ragewyrm. Like, he needs an Aussie to Haka to kill me, or another Zeus. Like, the odds of him happening are pretty low if he's playing stuff like Grimnir as well. So I go ahead and I take the 50-50, and I'm like, okay, let's go. I win the 50-50. This is pretty insane, because like, I have a history of not winning 50-50s. Anyway, here he plays Oracle into Ayala, so he's playing out garbage of his own now, into Frenzy Drake, or sorry, not Frenzy Drake, Wrath Drake, to hit the board for some damage. But unfortunately for him, it's not good enough, because I have a Frenzy Drake in the back. Yep, I can have Frenzy Drake out of the game. I hit him for face for 5, I kill his dragon, I have 7/7, and now he's like, okay, what do I do? Like, he's lost all 3 of his canyons. Like, he still has stuff like, say, Wrath Drake and Frenzy Drakes or whatever. However, his hand size is gone, and it seems like he was one of those, oh, well, I just like play 3 canyons and I play a bunch of AoEs to augment my canyons and just keep getting dragons. But because he's lost all 3 canyons and his Zern and his Evo, and I have Jerva up that just like gets me free mileage. Like, this Jerva pings have killed, I think, like 8 different creatures, at least 8 different creatures now. And that's just like insane, right? Like, so how does he come back from this? You don't. You literally don't. So what I'll go ahead and do here is I'll go ahead and play Roy, grab my Dragon Strike Blade. I'll go ahead and Dragon Strike well, I was going to go ahead and Dragon Shack this dude, and then like, yeah, but he just like the second sees right, he just concedes because like there's stuff he can do. So technically, we do take him in with the red ragewyrm. Like we were actually in a spot to go ahead and kill him with red ragewyrm, but like he was not a good sport. He was very, very salty. I'd be salty too. And we were just able to win the game. So now for the next game, we're gonna be versus Haven. So versus Haven, this is another class where I'm pretty sure I can actually get this red ragewyrm to stick, unless like something silly happens. I can probably get it to stick. So I actually kept the red ragewyrm in my hand because, again, if you're not memeing, you ain't living. And also because I, in this matchup, like, I don't particularly care that much if he's, like, mid-range. Well, he's probably mid-range, which is why I kept it. And I don't actually particularly care that much because, like, I'm going second. I can go ahead and do some things. But unfortunately for me, I have the curse of, oh, I kept the card I really shouldn't keep in my mulligan, and then I'm cursed by drawing multiple copies of it. So I have 2 red ragewyrms in my hand. Like, generally, I cannot imagine a world in which you're ever allowed to play more than one of these. Sorry, in which you're ever allowed to play more than one of these and actually get them to attack. Anyway, here, he plays with the Happy Pig, and, like, right now I'm terrified, by the way. I'm actually terrified. Why am I terrified? Well, because I know that, oh, well, because he's playing Happy Pig and have Moray, the Moray pops on 4. What does he like to play on 4? Because he played Happy Pig. Oh, he might play Tinker Shrine. I do not have Gluas in this deck. She's like, once this Tinker Shrine comes into play, it is here to stay. I can't do a thing about it, and that's terrifying for me. Like, because Tinker Shrine means that, oh, it's a lot more likely for my red ragewyrms to die, and that's terrifying. Anyway, so I'll still go ahead and willingly play out the Roy on purpose into this impending Moray to grab ramp. I need ramp because my hand requires it. Like, it requires me to ramp up, so this way I get more space to play these out. Anyway, the Moray pops. I'm like, okay, play at the Tinker Shrine. He does not play at the Tinker Shrine. He instead just plays out second Happy Pig. I'm like, okay. So now I'm like confused. Now I'm thinking, okay, he might be the version of Summit Temple that plays Happy Pigs because apparently they're like afraid of dying, or they haven't heard of the young Black Diamond. Anyway, so here the me taking ramp pays off because I immediately get rewarded with the top deck Canyon. So now I can go ahead and aim for turn 5 Canyon play. I'm healthy enough that I do not care whatever he has to play. It doesn't matter to me in the slightest. I will always go ahead and always go for this turn 5 Canyon because turn 5 Canyon wins games. Like it sets up like a snowball chain because like I have removal in the back too. That's the best part. But here he plays that Red Hot Boots. I'm like, what is going on? So now I'm back to like my initial thought process of, oh, well, he just Summit Temple that brick, and that's cool. I'll take that. So I go ahead and play out my Canyon. I get my Dragon. So the Dragon is nice because he has to go ahead and he has to be respectful of the Dragon. Like, because like if I have a single AoE, and people are known to play round trick here, if I have a single AoE, he gets like blown back into the sky high heaven. Especially if I go ahead and I trade into it or something like that. But yeah. So here he actually evolves to get rid of this. To be honest with you, this is not the play. This is not the play at all. In my honest opinion, like if he had another creature to play, the best play for him would be to actually trade in his Happy Pig, trade in the Happy Pig, play another creature. In addition to the Pegasus dual hand. If you do it that way, it means that I have to evolve the trade over you. I'm not going to AoE because if I AoE, then I just like blow up my board unless I'm willing to make an AoE to go face. But that's also questionable as well. Even though I do have the free evolve because like you're Haven, you have so many ways to punish me, right? But anyway, doesn't happen. Instead, what happens now is I just kind of play up my Raft Drake. I did pick up a second Canyon, but I am taking a bit too much damage, and because again, I don't actually know if he is or is not Summit Temple, so I want to go ahead and just remove the damage now, and then yeah, he just concedes because like it's backbreaking. Like I Canyon into AoE is literally like backbreaking is all hell, especially if the AoE actually gets you some good traction. But now for the last game. versus another Haven player. So I did check, and this wasn't actually the same guy as last time. Sometimes if you get re-queue fast enough, you might actually queue into the same person from the game prior. So I tossed back Sybil. I was going first, so tossing my Sybil was a bit dubious, but like I did it because like I wanted to draw real cards. Like I could keep the Ayla and the Sybil, but like he's Haven. I want to get some early game damage while I can. I pick up the young red ragewyrm again. I'm like, okay, cool. Like this will be the game. But here, when he plays at Mystic Ring, I'm like, oh god, that's not going to be the game because he's memeing. He's memeing even harder than I'm memeing, because at least my meme is realistic. You should never play Mystic Ring, honestly. Like, even Rune, the deck that draws and wants to play the most spells possible, even they won't play Mystic Ring. That should tell you a lot about how not good this card is. Anyway, he plays Temple of the Holy Land. I'm like, okay, cool. So, because he's going first, I can't actually play this red ragewyrm. I mean, I would like to, but like, I can't actually play it out because like I don't have enough creatures to guarantee that he'll take the bait and then he won't just like kill off a creature or something like that. So he plays the young priestess as well. I'm like, okay, cool. I pick up my Sybil again, and that's cool. That's fine. So here he plays out Peace Weaver. Peace Weaver is really annoying because it means that he has another crystal in hand, which means that next turn he can play crystal for 5 if he likes. My job is to make sure that he does not play that crystal for 5. So he evolves the priestess. I'm like, okay, cool. That was actually really smart of him. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we're gonna slam down Sybil. We slam down Sybil because I need the ramp and I kind of want the heal. The other part about this is that if he's willing to slam down the Holy Land Crystal for 5 here, then that gives me the opportunity to play Canyon. If I play Canyon, he can't come back because like my tokens are bigger than his. But here he plays a second Temple of the Holy Land. I'm like, okay, bet. So now what this means is that like if he plays this out, or if he plays up, sorry, what this means is that if he plays it out, a play he could have gone for is, I believe he could have gone for, he could have technically exposed one of these to get another trigger, to then go ahead and evolve, to then go ahead and evolve trade here, to then go ahead and ultimately play out the Sister of the Sword, and then go ahead and get your ward. So this way you get additional triggers on your Temple of the Holy Knight, but he doesn't do that. Instead, he just like plays Sister of the Sword and evolves immediately to go face for 3. I didn't actually like this play that much. Like he's trying to stop me from healing, but like you have a ward. Like I was just gonna evolve with a ward. That's good, but apparently he thought not. So here I go and play my Canyon. Now my Canyon is the biggest thing since sliced bread in this matchup because like, well, how does he beat over it? Well, he doesn't. If he, by the way, quick fun fact, if he had actually done the play that I said last turn of play out his crystal first, because I knew and he knew that he had a second one. If he had played out the crystal first, he wouldn't have to give me his last evolve like this, and then he would just have like a 6/1. That 6/1 was in the spot to like body me because I was gonna be in some struggles, but he doesn't do it, and I'm like, okay, cool. So now I can go ahead and do this. I can go ahead and play out the Singer into Roy, grab Dragon Strife, then go ahead and Dragon Strife that up, then go ahead and evolve the Roy, trade into his 3/4, clear it off. Oh, at the end of my turn I get a dragon. Yeah, good times. So this is still a 4/1, so he has to remove it, but how does he remove the dragon? He doesn't. If he doesn't remove the dragon, oh, well, he's in a lot of trouble. So unfortunately for me, before I can play out this next red ragewyrm, I do need to find another evolve point, because playing it out otherwise is kind of scary. But yeah, so here he just tempos out, plays a bunch of creatures, plays a bunch of garbage. That's fine for me. If I pick up a removal spell of some sort, he's gonna eat like 1 billion damage. I don't, however, pick up the removal spell, so what I do instead is I'll just go ahead and just trade here, get rid of this, go face, play Zeus, go face again, go face once more, and boom, I get another 5/5 in play. So I have a Zeus, I have 2 5/5s, I have a 1/2. So let's see what you got. So he's making trades here. I'm like, okay, all right, good sign, good sign. He then plays Serenity and Light Hand to suicide into the Zeus. But the second he does that, I know he has no good answers because he cannot put out a ward, and yep, he is just dead. Like, again, And then this is just one of those things that like little slight mistakes can cost you big time. Like I knew and he knew that he had the crystal in hand. Like he also had double crystal. Like generally we have 2 crystals. You can afford to give one up for free. Like you can afford to do that because like you have two temples. 2 temples means you can just like mass produce on overdrive as long as you have even 1 crystal in hand. Like that's all you need. But he didn't know the ins and outs, and we're able to punish him, and we're able to like take a free win. Yeah. So this is what happens when you try to play Red Ragewyrm. One, life happens, and you have to try to like actually like be in a spot where you can also win the game if your plan A, which is the Red Ragewyrm, fails. And 2, you sometimes just break people's backs with Canyon, and you just like kind of like demoralize them, and they feel very upset, and they just get sad, and they concede on you. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I believe later today, as in like tomorrow, I will be playing some Control Blood, I think, which will be the video of choice for the day. Not quite sure yet, but yeah, I will. Well, you guys will obviously find out once it's uploaded. But yeah, go ahead and leave a like, and yeah, thank you.